Whenever it feels like the devil is attacking, when he's testing you, it's important to remember that sometimes God's preparation comes packaged as pain. Sometimes God's preparation, it comes packaged as pain. In other words, there is a purpose in your pain. God might be using the pain that we're enduring to do something in us before he does something through us. The pain that we're experiencing may be preparation for the purpose that God has prepared for us.
A storm, this kind of trial, is an unexpected circumstance that invades your life, that threatens your very existence. We're not talking about a headache or a toothache here. We're talking about a situation where your life is on the line, where you don't know if you're going to make it or not. The first thing that you need to know is that in the will of God, it does rain. What tells you whether you're out of God's will is, did you do what he told you to do? But whether you did it or you didn't do it, you can still be in a lilac. That is a tumultuous situation.
Where was God in the middle of Peter's failures? Where was God in the middle of his pain, his regret? There was a purpose. There was a reason. Sometimes God's preparation comes packaged as pain.
So you can be in the will of God and in a storm and absolutely be able to do nothing about it, because you can't control a lilac. It's circumstances that produces a helpless and sometimes the feeling of a hopeless scenario. Whatever it is that you can't control that's causing your emotions to be uprooted is your lilac. Because it's something so big, so deep, and so devastating, you can't control it.
That's why I try to tell myself, don't just look at life from a perspective of pain, but see your pain through a perspective of purpose. Realize that God may be doing something in you before he does something through you. That the difficult thing that you're going through right now, it's not without purpose. God may have allowed it to strengthen you in a way that only this pain could strengthen you.
If the truth be told, and you would tell the truth and shame the devil, there aren't many of us who haven't questioned God, who haven't said, I'm not sure I should be believing this anymore. I'm not sure I should be continuing this, because what I'm hearing on Sunday and what I'm experiencing on Monday don't match. I heard the preacher say that you care. I don't see you caring for me. So what I heard about you and what I'm experiencing don't match, and I'm not sure this is real.
In Romans 8:28, one of the most quoted verses in the Bible with good reason, he says, we know that in all things, somebody say in all things, we know that in all things, that means that in the promotion or in the layoff. That means in the blessing of the relationship or in the breakup. That means when you make great decisions and you're proud of them, or you make the decisions that you regret. We know that in all things, our good God works for the good of those who love him. Watch this, who have been called according to his purpose. Somebody say purpose. He's been called according to his purpose. God works in all things, everything, whatever you're going through right now. This season, God works in all things for the good according to God's purpose, not according to your pain.
A storm is always designed to increase your faith and give you a deeper experience with your God. Storms aren't pleasant, they're uncomfortable, and sometimes they can be life-threatening, but they always come with a purpose.
What I want to do is change the perspective of which I look at life and see God's hand of purpose even working in the middle of my pain. The stronger the pain might be an indication of the bigger the purpose that God has on the other side.
God never wants your circumstances. He doesn't want you to deny them. A storm is a storm. You don't call it a sunshine day. A storm is reality. But he never wants your circumstance to trump his word. Not only does he not want your circumstance to trump his word, he doesn't want your circumstance to trump his presence. Because he's on the boat too.
Luke 22, verses 31 and 32. I told you this was a frustrating verse to me, and it can be. Look again at what Jesus said. He said, Simon, Simon, Satan has asked to sift you as wheat. But I prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail. Then, watch what Jesus says. Peter, Simon, and when you've turned back, strengthen your brothers.
Trials, as inconvenient and as painful as they are a journey of discovery of who you're dealing with. So if you have a lilac, and if you don't have one, keep living. You will. God wants to take you to a place of understanding in him that you've never been before.
Is it hard sometimes? Yeah, it's hard. But there is a reason. Our God is working in all things to bring about good to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. What's the purpose for this season? I don't know completely right now. But with every bit of faith in me, I know God will show his faithfulness.